Alright, so I'm going to show you how to make some rice. So this is 3 cups of rice. I got the sazon right here. That's plantain, it's shredded up. Put some olive oil in a pan. That's broth, bouillon. I can show you what that is in a second. 2 cans of these. And of course a sofrito. This is what the broth is made out of, by the way. So that's 5 cups of water there, which is 5 teaspoons of this, 1 teaspoon per cup of water. I'm using basmati rice, and the recommended water to rice ratio is, well, for 3 cups of rice would be 5 cups water. Alright, so I put some sofritos in the pan. I don't really have an exact science for this. Today I feel like putting in 5, so I put in 5 cubes of sofrito, so I'm going to melt these down. Alright, so the sofrito is all melted, so now I'm going to add in the sazon and the plantains. In terms of how much sazon to use, at this point I just eyeball it. I would say the conservative good starting point would be 2 teaspoons per cup of rice. I don't really think that's enough. Let me see, I can just like put it in there. But, you know, start with whatever you're comfortable with. Shredded plantain. And I'm going to use a spatula for that. Now this gets mixed all together. So, yeah. Make sure everything gets a nice mixed and whatnot. And we're going to throw in the beans now. I'm going to be using 2 cans, just sauce and everything. Just straight in, both cans. And heat is pretty low right now, by the way. Gonna mix this all together. Yeah, so now beans are mixed in. I turned up the heat a bit so that the beans can have some time to heat up. And then once the beans are set and ready, the rice is next. Alright, once I see that the beans are sizzling, that's good enough for me. So I throw the rice in, and I'm going to mix the rice up together with everything else. Alright, the rice is now all mixed in. Now it's time for the broth. What I like about the veggie broth is that in addition to giving the rice the water it needs, I think the broth also has just the right amount of salt for what I need for the rice. So it's a nice combination, and of course the flavor works well with it too. So just pour it in there. I don't know if you're really supposed to stir rice after you pour like the boiling stuff in, but I can't help myself. But anyway, after I'm done with this little piece, I am going to let it sit. Just making sure that everything is boiling nice and good. And I'm mostly going to let it sit, turn it down to a simmer, and then not really touch it again until the rice is mostly done boiling. And while it's cooking, just cover it. Turn the heat down a bit. It's still boiling, but I will probably turn it down a little bit even more, just like it stays at a nice simmer after it boils for, I don't know, maybe a few minutes. Yeah, so now you see the water is kind of like boiled into the rice and all that. So the temperature has since been turned down to low, and now I'm gonna stir this all up. And now it has been stirred, so I'm gonna give it some more time, then I'll come back to it. Alright, so the rice has been sitting and doing its thing for a little while, and you know that's getting ready when it starts to naturally form this little mound formation. It does that on its own. I totally didn't do that before I turned the camera back on. And this is because this is actually a changeling, like what you see from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but fortunately it's not really sentient yet, but you have to stop cooking it around this point in time, or else it will start to change shape, become sentient, and it might fight back. So this is about where, you know, I start putting things on plates and eating it. So yeah. Alright, food on the plate. The changeling has reconstituted itself a little bit, not concerning at all. Time for a little taste test. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah, you should try it. Hope you enjoyed.